Okay, I want to talk about music. I'm going to get down here and crouch on this one because I got to be right in the camera so you can hear this music. But I want to talk about music in the film. And I know you're thinking, I'm insane, which I am, but I'm so passionate about this. I just want to throw it all in there and tell you every idea in my head. And I know that a director, if we ever get this made, that a director would kill me if I did this. And that's not my intent. I just want to sell this vision, you know, and I'm overboard on doing it. But music is critical in this, and my vision is, when I'm going through all these moods that I go into, music is just right there in the middle of it. When I go depressed, I've got music in when I'm in total depression, I've got music in my head. When I'm in mania, I've got music in my head. It's just always there in those extremes, and so I think it's an important part, and there's no way to really express those things better than through the score of the film. And so I think finding the right music is important. And there's one song that I think can be used actually throughout the whole thing because it takes it from chaos to depression to, you know, uplifting to total, you know, ecstasy to chaos again. It's literally a bipolar song. It's just, you know, crazy. But it's called Today by The National. And it's actually already in a soundtrack. I can't remember the name of it. A song about fighter. I can't remember, but maybe I'll remember in a minute. But it's the cage fighting and stuff. But this is the way the song goes. It's by National. It's Today, and so it starts out really in chaos. It kind of starts out in chaos, and then kind of builds off in this kind of sad, depressing music. This guy, you know, talking real low, depressing music, but then it builds. So it continues to build. And this could be used, you know, in the breakup scene and all these different areas, the depressed scene, in little sporadic points in the movie. But this is the point. I see this. I see, like in the scene in New York, more using like Mozart, or, you know, something that type of realm, just you know, really grand music during that. But then slowing down and having him look at the buildings. And you know, I'm thinking about how am I going to get up there, and then maybe starting at another music thing at the end. And the way I see him doing it is riding up on the elevator, getting to the point, and you know, as the door opens, bling, he has to run up the steps to the access steps to get to the top, and having this all of a sudden this throbbing music take over as soon as that bell rings and him rushing up the stairs. So that's kind of, let's see. Okay. So, you know, we're still, the song's building, it's getting still kind of depressed. And then it hits this point here. It's alright. Right here, you can hear this. Sorry, we're drawing this out a little bit. And all of a sudden it just goes bam. The way I see it is the elevator doors open, bling. This takes off. Bam! He's running up the stairs. He takes another stair. He takes another stair. He's busting through the door on the roof. He's running around the roof, just screaming, shadow boxing, spinning around. He jumps up on the edge. He's walking, kind of tight-roping the edge of the building on the ledge. See shots from his perspective, like he's going to run right off the side. He's losing his balance. You see the corner, he's screaming, he's lifting, he's got his hands up in the air. We see an aerial shot of the ground, everything below him. Top of the world, screaming at the top of his lungs. Everything's going chaotic in the music. He's up there, aerial shot, everything starts spinning. And then it fades to black. And it goes chaotic. chaos after the fact. So you hear the chaos. And that kind of symbolizes, I think, bipolar disorder. It's a great song to sum that up. So that's my example of how to use music, whether they use that or not. But that's the National by Today, if you want to listen to the whole, Today by the National, if you want to look that up. Great song for doing that. So that's an example of how to use music in it. And again, I'm not going to, if we get this made, I'm not going to go force this on a director or anything like that. It's a good way to piss somebody off, but that's the way I envision it. Maybe a suggestion or something, but I think that could be a real powerful scene with that, doing it that way. So that's music, and taking those extremes from the very bottom to the very ecstasy of a manic high, and then the crash and everything there. So that's music in it.